Hello, viewers at home, televisions and cringlers all across the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to my live broadcast today, the 9th of September 2018. It's a very unique day, and that is why I'd like to say a very warm welcome to every one of you for waiting out there to hear this broadcast. Today we shall be examining another topic that is so important to every one of us, most especially the new members on the TBC community. We need to examine this very topic, which says two classes of cookie rewards. Two classes of cookie rewards. Many of us, or many of the new members, might be wondering, how can we also generate funds on this platform? How will it be possible for the TBC or the admin of TBC to make millionaires out of everyone? Minimum a millionaire out of everyone that joined the TBC community. It is so simple. It is through these classes of cookie rewards we are talking about. When you join the TBC, you are given gifts in form of cookies. We must be reminded that cookies are the smaller fragments of a kringle, while also kringle in larger proportion gives a coin. So cookies are kringles in the making. So the cookies reward is aimed at making you and I millionaires and billionaires, as the case may be. This we'll understand in the course of this broadcast. So join me right now as we share the screen to be able to understand the mind of admin. Let's go down to the blog. There we are. Two classes of cookies reward. Two classes of cookie rewards. Now let's look at this table. The first upper part of it is for broadcasters. And then down there we have the basic cookie reward. The broadcaster cookie rewards are the rewards that broadcasters are entitled to. So if you are yet to join the broadcasting team, this upper part is not yours. The lower part is where you belong. If you are just a member of this community, you are yet to start your broadcasting. Okay, let's look at it one after the other. We have the gifts. The cookie gift you get first as you come in is this 25,000 cookies. And this 25,000 cookies is more than $2,000. If you open directly to your back office, as you enter, you will see where the admin put it that by November 2018, the TBC will be giving out millions and also billions of dollars to many. And they said this is made possible by what? By the gift you earn as you join as a member. So this is the first gift you get, this 25,000 for joining. You don't need to pay anything to earn this 25,000 naira. 25,000 cookies. Now, the next for broadcaster is, okay, let's join it directly now. The gift also is the same for those that are joining under basic cookie reward. That just joining normal is 25,000. Now, for meetings, the meeting reward for broadcaster is 1 million. 1 million cookies. 1 million cookies. While for those that are not broadcasting, they get 1,000 cookies. 1,000 cookies. For broadcaster, it is 1 million. That is why it is good for every one of us to start broadcasting. Okay? Now, for purchases, as a broadcaster, you have a gift of 100,000, 100 million as a broadcaster. 100 million. Whatever you buy is multiplied by that. 100 million for broadcasters. Now, but someone who is not broadcasting, whatever you buy is multiplied by what? 100,000 for someone who is not broadcasting. Now, for referrals, for a broadcaster that has referrals, is also multiplied by 1 billion cookies. And also, but for those is the same for those that are not broadcasting also there. And then for broadcast, you have 1 million. 1 million for broadcasters. Also here in broadcast, for basic cookies, you are coming, your first time that you broadcast, you are also entitled to the same 1 million. These are the two basic. Now, but let's go into our discussion proper. You may have already noticed this new table in the cookie rewards section of back office. This will develop further because I already see more activities that also should be rewarded as we build out our TBC economy. What are we talking about? The admin is saying here that if you may notice, the new tables in this cookie reward section of your Kringle Cash back office says this will further be developed because admin is looking at other activities that should be rewarded as we build this economy. Bear in mind that it will take us at least 2 more years to have a fully developed TBC economy. Please, let's not forget that. We'll need at least 2 more years. And remember, this was posted by admin on the 2nd of June 2018 for us to have a fully developed TBC economy. That means we're looking at least if all of us can do our best to recruit others, in the next 2 years, the value of one coin should be 1 billion euro. But before then, people are already enjoying it. People are buying land already. People are buying cash already. So no one is saying that you cannot use it before then. As soon as there are merchants close to you. And that is the essence of our broadcast, to enlighten others, to enlighten many, to enlighten merchants to come on board. And when they come, you can use, when they get very close to, you can use it to buy. People are already using it in Nigeria, buying lands, buying cars. People in the Philippines have already signed that memorandum of agreement. They're already using it as their own means of exchange of services, and in many parts of the world. But up until now, the rewards were given equally to all on a first come, first served basis. But as I said in this article written on the May 18, 2018, okay, we have one there. That's http colon // blog.thebillioncoin.info /2018/05/08/ builder half again the right expectations about TBC images or article and /. That is, builders have the right expectations about TBC. That was the article. So you can click on that, you understand better. Now, I have been thinking deeply about the rewards of the TBC builders and other TBC members, whatever you want to call them. As I've said many times before, TBC is all about spreading opportunities and not about spreading obligations. Once we have fully matured and have 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires, what should be the main difference between the two categories? Should it just be timing? Should those that got in early and paid $110 all get to be the billionaires? Is that healthy? Should those that got in early and paid and then just sat quietly in the background get the same reward as the hardworking TBC builders that also got in early and paid? That's not right. That's not right at all. If we don't fill up the billionaire zone of our TBC economy in May, as of June 1st, 2018, there will be 2 sets of cookie rewards. The amount of cookies a TBC builder will earn will be 1,000 times higher than what the other members will earn in cookies. I do my best to give you all advance notice on what I am doing and why I am doing it. This is the admin talking, not me. Now, what are we talking about? The admin is saying that there should be a kind of reward for hard workers, for those who believe in the dream of the admin and also are working hard to make that dream come to reality. As we all know, the dream of admin in bringing up the TBC or the billion coin is to ensure that people are rescued from poverty. In his testimony, the founder of the TBC says he was raised up in a very poor family and he saw the kind of problems people are passing through, and he said, no, we need to rescue men out of poverty. Why? Because he has gotten the inspiration from God, 1, and 2, he has gotten the knowledge that scarcity is artificial And that just about 13 families control the wealth of the whole world. And then 1% of the total world population are the ones that are enjoying the wealth of the world. 99% population of the entire world populace are the one left behind to now share 1% of world's wealth. And they say, no, this is absurd. This is antichrist. This is not the mind of God. And then the admin decided that a TBC should be created. And in doing that, there is need for builders. There's need for people who will enlighten others, who will bring others on board, who will go ahead to evangelize the world that scarcity is man-made. It is not natural, and it is not normal. It is evil. So these people that believe with the admin and are doing their best to enlighten others about it should be rewarded differently from those that came on board and just paid and relaxed in the background. And that is why the admin is doing what it's doing now. And that is why we have, before it was one set of cookies reward, but now we have two sets. One for those who are building, who are broadcasters, and one for basic cookie reward. That's the essence of these two we have seen. Now, the main objective of the distribution phase, that is moving coins out of the admin's wallet into the people's wallet, is to create 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires for a sustainable TBC economy based on the principle of abundance for all. Now, can you get behind the idea of abundance for all? I think it is our best shot at global happiness. Abundance for all aimed at bringing happiness globally to everyone on earth. But as you can see, we will create two classes of it during our distribution phase. Like I said before, timing should not be everything. TBC builders work very hard, while the TBC bystanders just watch them do the work on the occasion they desire. Should the early TBC bystanders get the exact same rewards as the early TBC builders? No, they should not get the same reward for obvious reasons. So let's stretch out the opportunity over much more time to become a TBC billionaire to those willing to do the required work. The TBC bystanders can enjoy this emerging TBC economy as a TBC millionaire once we complete the distribution phase. That just makes sense all the way around. TBC broadcasters are the highest version of the TBC builder. We will not succeed in overcoming their short resistance from the status quo without at least 1 million voices united in the message of abundance for all. We need to unify 1 million voices and stand up strong and unstoppable. Hopefully, the TBC bystanders will appreciate all that these TBC broadcasters will do for them as we mature this movement over time. Now, let's take a look at the tables in the above image carefully to see how the distribution phase is set up at this time. That's where I started from in my introduction. That is how the distribution phase has been categorized into two. Broadcasters phase there up, and then the basic cookie reward. We have the broadcaster cookie reward, and the basic cookie reward. The basic is for anyone that just come in and just pay and stay at the background. Please note that the gift of 25,000 cookie will not expire. It will continue. Even though everyone can still see a countdown that goes to the end of September 2018 inside the dashboard area of the Kringle cash back office. We have plenty of Kringle coins to just give away during the whole distribution phase. This is a very generous gift today, and it will only go up as the value of our coins goes up. What is admin saying here? And that is the fact they are telling us is that the 25,000 cookies will not expire. It will continue. And the value will go up as the value of our coin also go up. Like I said in the introduction, the cookies are Kringles in the making. They are smaller fragments of Kringles. So, for example, by November this year, our cookie rewards will be converted into Kringles. Okay. Now, for a limited time only, we are giving 1 million cookies to the broadcasters, and the bystanders will get the basic cookie reward of 1,000 cookies for attending the weekly send button meeting. Now, TBC broadcasters simply deserve more, 1,000 times more, for attending this critical meeting each week. It is mandatory to either attend or to watch the broadcast of it within 24 hours of the live broadcast of it in order to be considered a TBC broadcaster. Broadcasters really do need to stay current on what is going on within the TBC community. So, knowing what was said in each meeting is vital. Making a purchase of at least $100 is the simplest way to lock yourself in as either a millionaire or future billionaire within the TBC community. Broadcasters get 1,000 times more reward when they purchase over the bystanders. TBC broadcasters get 100 million cookies. For each set of $100 purchased in coins, while the TBC bystanders will receive 1,000 cookies as a reward. The bystander will receive what? 100,000 cookies as a reward. If needed, we will adjust this number down later, but only if it becomes necessary. Since purchases generally happens quickly after a new member joins us, I have made it possible for a brand new member to immediately become a TBC broadcaster. And in the last paragraphs of this article, I will explain that in detail. Getting 100 referrals is rewarded equally between the TBC broadcaster and TBC bystanders, because a bystander that recruits 100 new members is certainly a TBC builder, even if for one reason or another they choose not to be a TBC broadcaster. Most likely, I will be able to reward 1 billion cookies to each of these TBC builders, regardless of their class. Throughout the entire distribution phase. Now, if a bystander wants to become a TBC broadcaster, then they certainly deserve the exact same reward of 1 million cookies when they do even the first broadcast. I have a half dozen more activities I want to develop cookies reward for. So you will see these additions very soon. The admin here is promising to reward every activity on this TBC. Therefore, I like to say here that it is wisdom for you to join the builders. Let's build together and enjoy together instead of collecting something different from others. Now, another thing that is rewarded here is that you need to recruit others. Every one of us needs to recruit others. Bring at least 100 new members on board, and then you get 1 billion cookies. And you can imagine how many coins therein. Now, let's go ahead. Let me clarify the role of a TBC broadcaster. The point of this task is to give our members a recognized platform for our members to find their voice. It takes most people time and a lot of practice to find their voice. So we do not expect people to find their voice the very first time they do a broadcast. You do not have to be a TBC expert to get the rewards of being a broadcaster. So if a brand new member that just barely joined us wants to make the path of becoming a TBC billionaire one day, they should quickly figure out how to technically do a live YouTube broadcast and set it up in the Kringle Cash back office, and then do it at the scheduled time and wait for the approval of it from the admin, from me, that is the admin, and then complete their purchase of at least $1,000 to collect the 100 million cookies for it. The first broadcast can be as simple as reading from the TBC blog for 30 minutes in order to qualify for the reward. Once these new broadcasters learn how easy it is to use the search feature in the blog and the translator if they don't speak English, they are in a good position to start answering questions about TBC. Even if they don't know the answer, when they see an attendee ask question, they can discover it together by searching the blog while they are live on the air. So you don't have to be a TBC expert to be a broadcaster. All that is needed is an honest effort, and with a consistency, the broadcaster gets better and better over time. The point is that each will find their voice. We have a beautiful message to share with the world, and the more of us out there sharing it, the better. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for listening to this live broadcast today. And I want to believe we have been able to understand the two types of cookie reward, or the two classes of cookie reward that we have and why we have it. And also, we have been encouraged to note that today, every one of us can be a broadcaster. There is no magic about it. It is a good news. We need to spread this good news all across the globe. I am needed. You are also needed. Like I used to say it, this is fulfilling the mandate of God. The word of God itself needs to get across the globe through prosperity. There are many today that are lavishing under poverty. As I'm speaking to you now, there are many that don't know what they will eat to go to bed. But this is an opportunity for us, I and you, to bring these people out of poverty, to rescue them out of poverty. And we can do it by working together, recruiting them on board, paying the wallet fee for some that may not be able to afford it, and they will give you later. They don't need to be literate. They don't need formal education before they join the TBC community. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for listening to me today. Let's make effort, bring others on board. This is the best place to be. Let us pray towards it. Let us make sure that we continue in this effort, believing with admin and bringing up others. Even if it is a lie, let's just assume it's a scam. But the thing is, let's still try. Bring 1 billion people on board first. Let's now see whether it works or it would not work. But I bet you it is already working. People are buying cars. Go to the testimony section in the dashboard. People are buying cars, houses, landed property. If it is a scam, this is the best scam. A retiree in Jos whose retirement benefit, that's in Nigeria here, whose retirement benefit has not been paid, heard about this opportunity, joined, bought the coin then as of 2016, and today is sharing testimony of cars he has bought, landed properties he has got via this TBC, things he could not afford while he was in active service. He has been able to get it now. So, if TBC is a scam, it's a good scam to follow. Join me as we build this TBC community. It is not a scam. It is aimed at rescuing people out of poverty. And I and you will be rewarded. God will reward us. Admin will reward us. Thank you for listening. I want to say it is because you are there listening. It is because you are there watching. It is because you always click on my link to listen to it. And that is why I am here. I'm motivated to broadcast daily. Thank you for being there. This is the voice of your TBC Royal Ambassador, broadcasting live from Nigeria, and the name remains Engineer Olakunle Johnson. Thanks for being there. I want to say I love you. God bless you. Bye.